Welcome y'all to Bean Crazy Custom Creations. First thing I'd like to say is Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Actually what we're gonna do is dragons. I have some dragons. I have a dragon mold that came with a little spear. I am not going to use this. I've never had good luck with using these, and what I want to do, the item I want to put in the sphere won't fit in this, so I'm not using this. What I chose to use is my dragon's egg. I think it's not too big. It'll sit right on top of the dragon's head, and I can put my little dragon inside the egg. That's what I'm going to do with it. Now, I already have it colored. I'll get you down and show you. This is, let me turn my light up a little bit. I turned it down. I had a video for you guys yesterday, and when I went to view it before I loaded it, the sound was missing. So, couldn't get the sound back on it, so I didn't get to show you my big Temu haul that I got. So, and I've already put most of it up, so maybe next time, if there is a next time. Anyway, I have this one that Miss Jeannie and Mr. Allen sent me. Now, I don't know exactly what it is, and I wasn't sure what, I couldn't really tell well to color it. So what I want to do is pour this one the first time in all white so I can see what should be colored in it. So when I pour it again, I can color the inside of it. It's supposed to be like a pencil holder. It's a dragon's head, supposedly. Then I had this one, which I got off of Amazon. It's set up this way, and a little spear is supposed to sit on its head, but that's where I'm going to put the little egg with the little baby dragon in and set it on his head. That's my plan anyway. But I have this one already, I have it already dusted in the colors I wanted it in. This one we're going to pour in I want to actually pour it in a white, because I actually want to see what it looks like. It's got something stuck on it. It came that way, and I've tried tape and everything else, and I can't get it off. So it's on the bottom side, so I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be down inside the cup holder, so who cares? Okay. So now let me pause you. Let me get I think I'm going to do these two in black. So I need to get my black mixed up. And then I'm going to mix up white to do this. So let me pause you and let me get my epoxy mixed up. Okay, I got my epoxy all mixed up using my mask. Now I'm going to add Let's Resin black mica powder in there, because I want the one to be black. Actually, maybe the little ones too. And the other one I'm going to mix up epoxy for it, and I want it to be white. So I'll have to go up and get my white. No, I might just use white mica. But I was so bummed out about that Temu. I had a big Temu haul too. I had a huge box of all different kinds of molds, and I was showing them all to you, and then I went to play it back, and it started out with sound, but I don't know what happened to the sound. After the first few items, the sound was gone. So, I mean, I tried to fix the sound, but I wasn't able to. So much for that. And right after I got off, I sorted all the molds out and put them away. Well, at least some of them. I got another box over there, but I've already showed you that Temu haul in another video. So I just did what I could do. I mean, I was really upset about it. I mean, that was a pretty big, it was a pretty big Temu haul. I had lots of molds in it. Lots. Alright. I think I got this pretty mixed up. I don't see any mica floating in it. And I scraped my stick a couple times. I don't see any. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour it out of this. I want to see how this one pours. I'm going to pour this one right. This one's going to be white. I'll smooth this one over. I'm going to pour it in black. So I want to pour it in some of it, and then I want to squidgy it. Especially when it starts going down into the horns there. I want to squidgy the back of it. Actually, this one doesn't pour too bad. Considering it's silicone, it doesn't actually pour too bad. Those hard ones, I don't know. I don't really care for those. Alright, so we're gonna tip this back and we're gonna squidgy these horns. Trying to make sure that I don't have a bunch of air bubbles trapped in there. I don't see anything, but I didn't really see much come up. Alright. I did watch a lady make this, so I did mine in totally different colors, so I used Chameleon powder, so I'm using black because I really want the colors to pop. And I'm not sure my table is level. I was going to put my leveling board up here, but I have another mold that I want to pour, and I want to pour it with you guys. So I have to put I'm going to put it in my resin machine from Let's Resin, because I haven't used it yet. It's the one that Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie bought me. And I haven't used it yet, so I want to use it, and I know that you shouldn't. If you put deep molds in there, I think they will flash cure, and I don't want to flash cure my dragons. Okay, I probably mixed up way too much black here. Alright, I think that's about good. Okay. Now we'll move this one over there out of the way. I may have to pour some more in it. We'll set it over there. I want to pour these little ones in black also. If I could quit making messes with it. These here I want to be careful about. I don't want to get crazy pouring those. Because they do it slow so I can, because it seems like every time I pour them I end up having to cut a bunch of over pour out, and I don't want to have to do that this time. enough in there. I'm just afraid I'll over pour it. And that's usually what I do. That one's pretty full. Let's flip it around and do this one. Have a feeling I'm gonna have to get something else to pour in black. I don't know what that was gonna be. A couple other items I got, I want to pour in white. I would pour that other one in black, but I really want it in white because I want to be able to see what I could color in it. And I think black is going to be too dark for me to see. Let's see, what do I have? I can pour me a black, one of those little black. Get you down so you can see what I'm doing here. Where'd the lid go? This little container here. I mean, I have enough for both, but I'll try. That's okay, I can always pour the lid in white. I can't really see. It's hard for me to see whether I'm overfilling it or not. Okay, I think that's full. I don't want to go crazy on it. Alright, so we will. Trying to keep my mess cleaned up. I need to clean my mat again. I was just so aggravated last night that did what it did. This one here I'm going to move up there because this one I was going to put in with the other item I'm pouring. I'm going to put it in the resin machine. I don't think there's enough, but we'll see. It's okay. I'm sure I'll have some white left over too, so. This one here is another one of those where you really have to make sure that you check it or it gets old big old bubbles under the lid and it's a kind of a pain. Let's see if I can get all this scraped. There's not a lot there. I probably won't fill it all the way, but I can fill it the rest of the way with white if I have to. It's not going to fill it all the way. Alright, I'm going to clean this cup and then come back with, and this one's getting all out of whack here. Darn it. I think I poured that one a little too full, so I'm going to take some of that out. Clean this up and mix up some white and finish this lid off in the white and pour that other dragon in the white. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I'll have to go upstairs and get some more epoxy. I have some super clear, but that stuff is so thick. It's kind of old and it's, I don't know. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so we're going to pour this dragon pencil holder. I'm going to use Torginol Pearl White. I just got to get it mixed up in my epoxy here. Make sure it's good and mixed and there's no clumps. This has a nice shimmer to it. And I'm not sure about this Torginol stuff. Like I said before, I got this from where I used to work. I purchased it from there because we had all different kinds of colors, and before I left, I purchased several colors, and I'm not sure. I mean, they're a little expensive. They're mainly for coloring epoxy for floors, I would say. Although I do know that I do think that somebody used them to use some on their countertops. I'm not sure, but that's where I got it. And you know, if I wanted more, I just go down and purchase it from them. Alright, like I said, I'm pouring this in white because I want to see all the designs in before I color this one. I'd like to know what I'm coloring, so I'm going to pour a little bit down in there, and then I'm going to squidgy it because I don't want a bunch of bubbles in it. Okay, so let's squidgy all these parts. I don't know. She couldn't find the picture of this one to send me a picture of it, so I don't know exactly what it looks like. Okay, let's finish pouring it. I'm just going to pour it right here in the center and let it run down. Wow, I didn't think it'd take that much. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, it's kind of Looks like it's kind of sitting crooked. Okay, so I'm going to move it over there. Set it off over there and let it set up. Just make sure it's setting level so I don't have it running over. Okay, now I got this little lid that's partially filled with black. I also need a little, I take one of these little micro brushes without the foam on it and go around the inside of the lid, because if you don't, you'll see air bubbles trapped in there, and I don't want any air bubbles trapped. I can see a big one already. And I had another mold ready for this that I was going to pour in white, so hopefully I got enough left to do it, because that's the one I'm going to put in my I don't want any. I filled it a little too full, but I have to go around and squidgy around the edge there, because that's where the bubbles get trapped. I don't see any now. I did see them before, but I don't see them now, so I'm going to set that back over there. And I'm going to pull up my top to my resin machine. Hopefully I got enough white to do this one. I already had this one dusted, so, and I want to use my machine, so I thought, okay, it's kind of a thin mold. It's the cross with the rose, and I kind of want mine in, I just want mine in white. So I'm gonna, hopefully I got enough white to do this, and then we'll see what it looks like when I get done, when it gets done on the machine. This might not be setting level on my table. I should have just got my leveling board out and set it on my leveling board. Miss Wanda did this one, and I thought it was pretty, so I got my own to do. Actually, I ended up ordering more than one. I ended up with 2 of them. So, like I was telling anybody when I was doing my Temu, there's a few molds that I ended up ordering more than one of. So I decided what I'll do is I will put them up. And when I do my first giveaway, those will be molds that I will give away in my first giveaway. But I mean, I don't know, I could have just filled in some spots where it didn't need to be filled in, and I know the end of this is really thin, so I really don't want to overfill it. It is really thin, for sure. I have some white left over. I wasn't sure how much that dragon was gonna take. Okay, well, now I must find me another mold to pour this in, because I'm not going to waste it. Let's see. What do I have? Yeah, I don't know if that's I have that paw, but I don't know where I put it. I picked it up. Hold on a second, I'll see if I can find it real quick. Because I'd rather do it. This is another one that's hard to do and hard to... Alright, so I'm going to put you on pause real quick and I'm going to put those in the machine. Alright, I'm going to pour the top to this little paw, which is another one that I've been having problems pouring because the air bubbles get trapped underneath, and Jeannie and I both each time thought we had the air bubbles out and came back down, and when we took it out there was air bubbles that were still under. So I'm going to try and see if I can get it poured to where I don't have any air bubbles, and then I'm still going to have more white. I don't know if I have enough to pour the whole paw or not. We'll see. Let's let this sit here and rest for a minute. Let me grab that paw and see if I can pour it. I don't know, there may be. Alright, there's the little paw box. I don't think there's enough. Really. I don't think there is, but we'll see. I may come close. Getting close, darn it. Get my stick unstuck from my paper towel there. Alright, hold on here. Out. It's close. You gotta be real close. I may have to mix up just a little bit to fill it with, or I might be able to scrape a little bit out of that lid because I don't want it overflowing. It's pretty close to being done. Ah, come on. Get this all scraped out. I might have enough to get it finished. Pretty close to being at the top. I don't have much more I can scrape out of there, really. Just a little bit more would have filled it all the way up. It's pretty close now, but not quite. And okay. I am going to try That's really close. That's pretty close. I might have a little too much in this one. Let me see if I can suck a little bit out of it. Just add a bit of that. I'm sorry, I got that resin machine running behind me with the cross and the little dragons in it. Alright, let's scoot this over a little bit. I just think I might have this one a little overfilled. Not a bunch, but a little. And so by doing this, I'm at least not wasting it. Yeah, I'm afraid to take much more out of that. That looks pretty close to full, really. I mean, I hope. Let's, what'd I do with my alcohol? Alright. I'm pretty much call that good. But I am going to work on this doggy lid a little bit because I kind of know that the spots where the air bubbles are. And then I have to get ready to go to my son's house for dinner for Mother's Day, so alright, so let's just kind of go under there. I'm just kind of doing it lightly all the way around the, right here where the little curves are is where I've been having problems with air bubbles. See, there's one right there that popped up. There's one there that popped up. Right around those little curves and right underneath that little ledge there. And I don't know, I just can't seem to. I mean, you need that little ledge to put it on the box. But I just am having such a hard time with the air bubbles. I have to check that other one before I go upstairs too. Some of these won't be ready till tomorrow. So I might wait till tomorrow to do it. Finish the video. I'm sorry for all of you that have been, if you've been missing my videos, because I haven't actually done one for a week because I was busy working on a stepping stone that my husband had started for a friend of ours for our godson, and I didn't get it. It's just a process, so I mean, I figured it would be too boring to video. so I did not video it. I did, however, post a picture of it on Instagram and TikTok under Beaten Crazy. You should find a picture of the stepping stone. I didn't bring my... Did I bring my phone down here with me? I thought I did. I might be able to show it to you. I don't know how well you'd be able to see it. Alright, let's see. I don't know whether that's going to be good or not. Still seem to be getting some air bubbles right there under that stupid ledge. Okay. Now it is what it is. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I did bring my... I thought I brought my phone down with me. Maybe not. Hold on, I'll go get it. Alright, I got a picture of it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but let me show you what I got. That light is way too bright as usual. Okay. Here's the stepping stone. It was for a firefighter. And he's going through firefighters training and training to be an EMT. And so I finished the stone and took it to him for graduation. I think it turned out quite nice considering I've done a stone all by myself, but I've never done the outer edge by myself, and I've never done the grouting by myself, and this time I did all of it. So I think it turned out quite nice. Go over to TikTok or Instagram and check it out. I will see you probably tomorrow, unless a lot of this gets done later on tonight. Then I may come back down and come back down and do them. But I don't know. The thicker molds might get done. But I will see you tomorrow for sure. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Good morning, y'all. I have several things to unmold, so let me get you down and we'll get them unmolded. Okay, let me set some aside here. Got my little dragons, which are going to go in this egg for the big dragon head. And I did put these in my machine. So there's one half. And there's the other half. And these get glued together to make a full little dragon, and he goes in the egg, and that'll finish off the video. I'm gonna pour the egg and get him glued together, get him put in the egg, and then it finishes off that dragon. Now here's my, and I know I got some over pour on this because it ran over a little bit. Here's my cross. Kind of like the way I like the white. I mean, I probably should have poured it in black, but I do like the white. And it is really thin at the end. Alright. Here's my cross. Yeah, it does have some over pour up here. And a little bit around the flower. The rest turned out pretty good. It does have a little thin point. But I think I'm going to make a wall hanging out of it. I'm going to put a little wall hanger on it and hang it in the house. Okay, there's that one. Alright. Here's a dragon head that's gonna have the egg sitting on top of it. Hopefully. I'm hoping it'll work. We'll see. He's got a little bit of overpour on him too. Okay. Wow. I like the way that turned out. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty cool looking. I did color his teeth different and around his nose. I colored his eyes red. Wished I would have put something on his eyes though and made them sunk in so I could have stuck some little eyes on him, because I have some little dragon eyes. But I like it. That's definitely gonna have the... Now this should sit right there. Gonna be a little tall, but I mean, I guess I could probably, yeah, I do have one that's this crystal ball one, and I'm not sure. I mean, I did see someone use it, but it seems like it's even, yeah, I like the egg better. I'm gonna use the egg. It'll be a little taller, but I don't really care. I'm gonna use the egg. Okay. Then I have another dragon. That's that one that's that pencil holder. Pencil and pen holder, and I want to see what it looks like because that's why I poured it all in one color. I'd like to color it, but I want to see what it... I got a bunch of overpour there. I want to see what he looks like first before I color him. Wow, he has a hole in him. I'll be danged. Aww. Well, I didn't realize that. Huh. Well, yeah, he's got a big goober here on the bottom. Peel it off. I'll go over it with my deburring tool, but peel off what I can while it's still soft enough to peel off. Alright. Oh, I see. It's too small little. It's, yeah, you're not going to be able to see. It's too, the light's too bright. It's two small dragons. There's one dragon. And there's the other dragon. And they're kind of, actually, there's three. No, there's only two dragons. Wow, okay. Now I get it. And now I could actually color it and pour it. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about that hole, though. Kind of in a bad spot. Put some tape or something over it. Or maybe try and put some silicone over it. That's pretty cute. It's kind of hard to see, but there's one dragon there, and then there's the other dragon. And they're just kind of wrapped around this little pencil holder. Okay, there's that one. Alright, gonna keep my pieces in a cup over there. And then I had extra, so I poured this little if I can get it loose here. Wow. Never had a hard time trying to get this one peeled out. Okay. Get it started. I'm sure that edge is a little sharp. It's a little paw box. But like I said, on the lid, every time I poured, not every time I poured it, but the biggest part of the time when I poured it, I came up with air bubbles in the lid. Even though I went around it and squidgied it and went around it with something, it still ended up with air bubbles. And this could very well have some air bubbles too. I hope not. Because I did go around it. Yep. It does. It doesn't matter how many times I go around it. It's got a couple of air bubbles. See, there's an air bubble right there. And then there's another big air bubble right there. It's a cute box, though. Cute little box. There was that one. And then I done this one. This one's pretty easy to unmold and pour, except for the lid. You got to be careful; it gets air bubbles in it too. There's the little bowl. I guess we could turn the light back up somehow. It's a little bowl, and hopefully the little lid doesn't have an air bubble in it. I squidgied both of those pretty good. I don't know why that one always comes up with air bubbles. Okay, so before we can finish this, I'm gonna have to get the little dragon put together. Yeah, but it must have been some glitter in the bottom of that one. But there's no air bubbles, a little bit of overpour. Once the overpour gets off, it'll be another little box. Okay, let's move some stuff out of the way here so we can work on this, getting this little, I have to look and see if I have some E6000 down here. Or go get my JB Weld stuff and mix it up, because I have to, before I can pour the egg, I have to glue these two little dragons together. And I have a little bit of overpour on that one too. There's that. So a bit of overpour on his paw there. There's that. What about his tail? That one had some overpour on the tail. Just a little knob on the tail there. Let me go up there and get my JB Weld, stick these two together like they should go, and let it set up, and then I'll be back and we will put him in the egg and pour him. Alright, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pour this egg. I got alcohol on the bottom of it because I measured how much it took so I didn't overmix. It's going to be clear. But what I have done is I have mixed, maybe an ounce of super clear with less resin, regular epoxy, because I was about an ounce short and I didn't want to go upstairs and bring down a new bottle. So we're going to see what happens. I mean, I know that I've mixed it before with other resins and it's been fine, but we're going to see, because I just didn't want to open a new batch since I've been weighing it out instead of doing it by weight instead of by volume. I don't want to open a new bottle and then already start using one side, like part B, instead of using both part A and B. So I have some super clear left down there, which I think I remember somebody saying something about how to get the yellow out. That's what I'm afraid this is going to yellow, because the part B of super clear was kind of yellow, and I'm hoping it doesn't, but you never know. I'm going to pour it up so far in the egg, and then I'm going to slide my little dragon in. And I did put my little dragon together with 5-minute clear weld JB Weld, because I don't know where my E6000 is. I'm sure I have some down here, but right now everything's kind of in a mess. I'm in the process of sorting out molds and putting them in where they go from the Temu haul that I had. So plus I just got some more new ones yesterday that I ordered from Amazon. So I got enough molds to do for a while. I won't be ordering any new ones for a couple months unless I find a dragon one that I want. I did do this by weight, so we'll see. Hopefully it won't yellow too bad, but not that my cousin Jeannie's gonna care, because she always gets the first one that I do, so she's not gonna care whether it is or not. I did, the next time I do that dragon mold, I think I'm gonna do the water drop with the UV resin in the dragon's eyes, so there's a little dent there, because I have some little glue-on dragon eyes, and I like them better. That dragon's eyes are round, and most dragon eyes are not round. So I glued some dragon eyes on it. I carved it out a little bit with my deburring tool, and I glued some dragon eyes on it. Right now the eyes are sitting there and the glue's hardening. So I will show you. I'll show you what I did, because I'm going to have to make a list of everything that I used. That might be a little difficult because I put some of it away. I had it in my little tote from coloring the dragon, and I put it away, but most of it was Chameleon colors that I used, so shouldn't be very hard to figure it out. Alright, I'm going to let this set for about 5 minutes. Actually, I want to hit it with the heat gun for just a few minutes. Actually, I seen on, I don't remember if it was Instagram or TikTok, where they had these little heating plates that take the bubbles out of your epoxy. Now, I kind of hate to do that. So I've been trying to take my heat tool and heat the bottom of the silicone cup enough to make some bubbles rise. It works okay, but not as okay as I'm hoping to not have a whole lot of bubbles in that egg. But we'll see. Alright, I'm going to let this rest for about 5 minutes before I need to clean my table off really badly. Well, I'm hoping it won't have a lot of bubbles in there, but we'll see. Stirring it real slow, and I hope I got enough mixed up. Really. Yeah, I measured it and it should actually be enough, but we'll see. Alright, let it sit there for a few minutes. Degas here. I may stir it one more time, but I'm going to let it set. Here's what I did to the dragon. I put dragon eyes on it. I like it better that way. And I did pick up those dragon eyes off of Amazon. It is Best Art Store. And there's a whole package of different size eyes. So, that's where I got those. I got them off of Amazon. So, hopefully, when I do that other dragon one again, I may hit this with some gold. I may hit it with some gold. I really would have liked for it to be a color, but I'll hit it with some gold chrome pen and it'll be fine. Just put some color in it. And then next time I'll know what to color. Because I'll need to make another one, so I have one here. So I can see how to color it. I'm gonna color this one again and try and leave the eyes plain and put some UV resin in there, make like an indentation so that I can stick some dragon eyes in there. I can do a different color. Alright, let's see. Well, we're gonna try this. I don't really know. I poured this 3 times and I just don't know where to stop to get the dragon in there the way I want it. It's kind of hard to. Let's it's got a lot of micro bubbles in it. A lot. More than what I want. I don't think I can get the micro bubbles out. I guess maybe if I heat it. I don't know how far to pour that and to stick that dragon in the egg. And it'll be a while before I get this done. I should have used 4 hour, but I did not. Because I wasn't weighing it out or measuring it by weight, I got a bunch of bottles that I'm trying to condense down to one bottle on the 4 hour Let's Resin Fast cure because I just have a lot of them. So I'm trying to condense them down. Okay, let's try and put this little dragon in there and arrange him the way I want him to be arranged. Let me put some gloves on first. Otherwise, I'm going to have epoxy all over my hands. I thought I'd had this video up and going today, and I'm not sure. I'd like to put this egg in my resin machine, but I'm afraid it might fast cure it. And then I don't know. I don't think I'll like that too much. Okay. Here we go. I'm not sure how you're going to go in there, but I kind of want you to go this way. And I don't really want you sinking. Yeah, see, I knew that was going to happen. He falls over to his side, and that's not how I want him in there. And he always falls right to the bottom. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, slow down. Alright, sorry for the noise, but I'm going to take my heat gun to this and see if I can manage to not have so many microbubbles. There's a lot of microbubbles in there. A lot. Should have heated that resin first. Give it a warm bath. Gives me less bubbles. I almost wished I would have tied some nylon thread to the dragon's tail so I could have held him up where I wanted him in the egg. I could pull him up, I just don't know how I would hold him up enough. I don't know. I don't like the way he fell down in there like that. Come on, Bubbles, pop. Whoops. Spilling it. Sure, I didn't account for the dragon being stuck in there. Now I got extra resin. Alright, let it sit there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Alright, I have no clue what I'm going to do with it. There's probably not enough to fill another. Yeah, I can fill this maybe. It's a lot of bubbles too. That's what I get for not accounting for the dragon sitting in there. I didn't think about that. I should have put the dragon in there and poured the alcohol in and measured it that way, so I'd know how much it took. 'Cause it sure didn't take what I thought it was gonna take. Clean my jug, and I'll be back when the egg is done. Oh, hold on, I was gonna show you my dragon eyes that I glued on there. I still gotta do a little bit of cleaning on those because I got a little bit of glue on them, but I'm gonna show you what they look like. I like it better that way, so I wished I would have did the like raindrop effect in the eyes, but I like it better with the dragon eyes. I do. What do you think? I like it. So we'll be back when the egg is set up. Okay, I'm gonna unmold this egg. I know it's only been a few hours, and it's really looking like it didn't turn out as well as I expected it to. And it is still a little sticky. Crap, right on top. Well, crud. Should have left it in there a little longer. And that dragon's head's right up there at the top. Gosh darn it. I didn't really want him to be there, but that's where he is. I need to deburr that, but I'm going to let it set a while longer. It still looks kind of funny. Hopefully it will set on there the way I want it to. There you go. Well, it works. It sits there. But I'm not going to leave it there right now because it needs to set a little while longer. Maybe I'll come down in a little while and see if it's... Yeah, see, that's still soft. I'm going to leave it. Let it sit. I'll be back when it's hard enough for me to set it on top of the dragon. Alright, I'm back. It's still a little sticky, but I'm going to trim the end around the bottom off rather than use the deburring tool because it's still soft. And it's soft enough for me to trim it. So I'm going to trim it off, get it smooth, and then I'll show you what I plan on doing with it. The top's still a little sticky too, but that's okay. It didn't turn out quite as well as I thought it would. I don't like the placement of the little baby dragon, and I don't like all the micro bubbles because there's a lot of them. I wouldn't think that they'd be that many, but there is. Okay, well, that's what it looks like. Okay, so what I was going to do with it, because the dragon head that I made is supposed to have a little round spear sitting on top of his head. Well, this is what I intend to do with it. Here's this dragon head that I made, and here's the dragon egg, which sits on there perfectly. Sits on there perfectly. Yeah, it might not look so great because it's got lots of air bubbles in it, and the dragon's not quite placed where I wanted it to be. But I like it. I like it better than I would have with just a little round spear-like ball on there. Okay, so let's get this wrapped up. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day yesterday. I did. I went to my son's and had dinner. And let me do my shout outs. Shout out is to Wanda's Blessed Creations. She does some amazing stuff. She's real creative. She does amazing art. Stacy _ the Crafty Cat. You need to go check out her gorgeous tumblers. Jeannie and I are getting a couple more tumblers from her. Laura with Cabbage Patch Soap. Miss Laura, we're missing your lives. Let us know when you're going to come back on live. Resi Liz, oh, she made some gorgeous swans recently that I seen on her channel, so go check her channel out. India Brady Art, that lady makes amazing stuff. She does paint pours, epoxy. You should go check her channel out. Art by me, Andrew Walker. Check out his channel. He does some beautiful art. Billy Holman Creations. She does amazing stuff. You need to go check out her channel and check out her renewed clipboards that she did. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous clipboards. Cosmic Carol's Creations. She does some amazing art also. Sam I Am Resin Crafts. She does a lot of crafts, a lot of resin stuff, and it's really pretty. Claire's Crafty Corner. She's a big channel. She's a big channel. You should check out her stuff too. Paranormal Girl. Check out Paranormal Girl. I did check out Wendy at Toonpish Crafts, and I liked a lot of her stuff too. So, and Marvelous Artsy. Check her out. She does some amazing stuff. So, till the next one, which I'm not sure what we're going to do next, because I got lots of dragon molds. I don't want to do dragons again. I take a break and do something different. I do, however, I got 3 new molds. I got the big butterfly, I got the big wolf, and I got the swans. So, I'm thinking I might do swans. I don't know. But I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.